Here's what's happening now. Our drive home getting stormy. We'll look at how many of these storms are going to turn severe. Paula?
Hey, Ben, I'm going to take you back to your school days and your school projects. You remember those? I'm willing to bet you probably didn't do a school project like this, Karen. And in fact, some of these, a lot of us probably can't even pronounce.
All right, we're looking forward to that. Thank you, Paula. Also had breaking news, a big development in the sexual harassment scandal surrounding cable TV host Bill O'Reilly. But first, this breaking story. A teenager who claims he was afraid of burglars is now charged in the shooting of 2 Detroit police officers, and he could be doing a lot of time behind bars.
Local 4 News begins right now with a breaking news alert.
Good afternoon. I'm Karen Drew. We begin with that breaking news of a 19-year-old man charged in connection with the shooting of 2 Detroit police officers. Kimberly Gill is following this story for us. So, Kim, what is the 19-year-old charged with specifically?
Yeah, a long list of charges. Karen, good afternoon to you. 19-year-old Juwan Plummer was just arraigned in a downtown courtroom, and he faces, as I said, a lot of charges, with the most serious charges being 2 counts of intentional discharge of a firearm in a building causing serious injury. Those charges carry a penalty of 20 years in prison, and with all the charges combined, Plummer is facing more than 40 years behind bars. The shooting happened late Sunday night on Detroit's west side when the 2 officers were investigating a burglary. The officers knocked on the door of a home that Plummer was inside, and Plummer opened fire through a window. The 19-year-old says he feared for his life because of a recent burglary and thought the officers were trying to break in. We're told the officers were in uniform, and prosecutors say those officers did announce themselves at the door. Now, one officer was hit with shrapnel in his left arm. He's expected to be released from the hospital very soon. The other officer was shot in the face, and he remains in critical condition at Sinai Grace Hospital. So, Karen, coming up at 5 o'clock, we'll have reaction from Wayne County Prosecutor Kim Worthy and why she says she filed charges in this case. Until then, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right. Thank you, Kim. Other news at 4, a former Detroit Fire Department EMT is charged with willful neglect of duty in connection with the death of an 8-month-old girl. In 2015, 45-year-old Anne Marie Thomas was fired from her job after she refused to help a dying baby despite being only minutes away from that house. Today, Thomas was arraigned via video in a Detroit courtroom and given a $25,000 bond. She's expected back in court later this month. Meantime, the 8-month-old's mother, Janae Wright Russell, has been charged with first-degree homicide, felony murder, and child abuse. She was originally charged in November, but those charges just came to light today during the EMT's arraignment. Our Sean Lay spoke with the mother this morning, and we're going to hear her side of the story coming up on Local 4 News at 5. 2 men are now charged in that massive brawl that happened last weekend in Greektown. 26-year-old Keith Harvey and 23-year-old Stanley Faluk faced a judge this afternoon. They both face a long list of charges, including assault with intent to murder and unarmed robbery. That violent street brawl was captured on cell phone video and got the attention of Detroit police. A third person from Warren is also in custody right now, but has not been charged. One man was knocked unconscious in that fight. He is at the hospital this afternoon and is expected to be okay. Drivers in southwest Detroit might want to avoid northbound I-75. The right 2 lanes of I-75 at Springwells are closed for emergency concrete repair. Take a look at the screen. You'll see why. MDOT says the concrete was in bad shape and it needed to be fixed. They expect the lane closures to continue at least through tomorrow morning's rush hour. How quickly they can get that construction done depends on the weather. So speaking of that, we should bring in Ben and find out exactly what we have in store for the rest of today and tomorrow.
Yeah, things get wet out there, Karen. Even though most of the lightning strikes we picked up have been on the other side of the river, we're watching for some downpours, especially in some of these areas that are right along 8 Mile that are parallel to a cold front. We'll probably see some of these downpours come over the same areas multiple times. So right now we're really watching that area in the southern parts of Livingston County, northern Washtenaw County, as more of these showers and thunderstorms start to balloon up. Now, we're technically under a marginal risk for severe weather for this afternoon and evening. It's really the rainfall that we're worried about because some of that could be heavy in spots, but it's not going to last very long. By 8 o'clock, we'll be mainly dry, just a possible shower down near the state line. Just about everybody will be dry by 10 o'clock. And we'll talk about, unfortunately, better chances of severe weather for tomorrow. Karen?
All right. Thank you, Ben. We also have breaking news about the future of Fox News host Bill O'Reilly. Parent company 21st Century Fox says O'Reilly will not be returning to the network after a careful review of sexual harassment allegations. The scandal started when the New York Times reported O'Reilly, Fox, and 21st Century Fox had reached settlements that totaled $13 million with 5 different women who had accused O'Reilly of sexual harassment or verbal abuse. O'Reilly denied any wrongdoing, but advertisers started boycotting his show, even though ratings were up. We are still waiting a statement from Bill O'Reilly. Well, the defense attorney of Aaron Hernandez is calling for a thorough investigation into the former NFL star's death. The ex-New England Patriot was found dead inside his Massachusetts prison cell early this morning. The Department of Corrections discovered him hanging by a bedsheet attached to his cell window. An autopsy is planned to officially determine the cause and manner of death. His death comes just days after a jury acquitted him of a double murder. He was still, though, serving life in prison for the 2013 murder of semi-professional football player. President George H.W. Bush is recovering right now at a Houston hospital after being diagnosed with a mild case of pneumonia. Spokesperson says Bush 41 is continuing to rest after a good night's sleep. His wife Barbara Bush is by his side. So far, it looks like he will be staying in the hospital until at least tomorrow. Medical and tech breakthroughs of the future could be in the works right now at the University of Michigan. Students are highlighting their work at the annual Research Showcase with things like plasma panel radiation detector, cancer research, and the strategic psychology of terrorism. Paula Tutman spent time with the researchers to see what some of these breakthroughs
I'm just going to walk
might
and you
look
can kind
like.
of pan off of me. Could you not stand in front of me, sir?
We're going to toss it to you right now. Hi, Paula.
Hey, guys. Sorry. There's so much going on right here. I'm kind of dodging people. You know what, Karen? Here's the deal. My husband was working with our 13-year-old on her school project last night, and it was really, really good. Probably wasn't anything like this at all. So what's happening is these students have been working on projects all year long. They've got to wait a little uncomfortably for somebody to walk up and kind of engage them and be interested in their project. It does give us an interesting glimpse into the future, you know, even if we can't really pronounce it. It's the Spring Research Symposium at University of Michigan. Since early this morning, students have been showcasing projects like...
My project was the non-invasive polyvinylidene fluoride-based ring to predict intradialytic hypotension. Digital phantoms for improving nuclear medicine imaging.
The effects of video games on engineering diversity.
My project is called Processing 12 Calcium Oxide 7 Aluminum Oxide Electron Conducting Thin Transparent Films using flame-made nanopowders.
These are the brains of our future, like Devin, who's working on research that basically translates into a Fitbit-like apparatus that can warn you of organ failure or sickness.
If you wrap this around your wrist, it'll be able to tell you if there's any big deviation in blood pressure, and it'll be able to track like if you're having something out of the ordinary, like anything like a heart attack, any internal bleeding. My grandmother had several heart attacks, and this is one of the reasons why this project appealed to me.
You see architecture one way, Rachel and Ethan see it entirely differently.
So this is an architecture research project entitled Deploy Spatial Patterns of Lightweight Landscapes. Our space in cities and urban contexts becomes more and more crowded. Shared spaces and public spaces become more and more important. So as those become more crowded and more important, you need architecture that's able to adapt and change and become really morphable to the space that it sits in.
Yes, there are awards and, of course, exposure, but these brainiac calisthenics give us a real window into our future as imagined by some of the great brains of the future.
We tested methods so we could increase the performance for people who drive for long periods of time on the road, like on a highway at night. We tested it on 3 younger people and 3 older people, and it showed that it significantly increased the driving performance by those drivers.
Okay, so you know what? They've been working on these projects all year with their mentors and their professors. They do get a grade. They also could get an award, and of course, they get bragging rights. But Karen, I've been looking around, and I think everybody here deserves some bragging rights. This stuff is really impressive.
I so agree with you. I don't even want to tell you what my science project was about. All right. It's embarrassing. All right. Thank you, Paula. We are all impressed for sure. Well, still ahead, first at 4, one of the world's most famous athletes seems to be showing off a baby bump, but there's some confusion about that happy news. We'll talk about that. Plus, it looks like something out of an action movie, a burning truck with 2 heroes behind the wheel. Up first, look closely at this video. It's something no parent wants to see, a rat running around a classroom. The story behind the video after the break.
Uproar coming up all new on Local 4 News at 5 and 6.
A driver, according to witnesses, going 80 to 100 miles an hour around this corner loses control and smashes into this garage over here. But that apparently is not where this all started.
Pretty unbelievable. Obviously, there's a high rate of speed and see the destruction that went on.
Police say a motorcyclist was hit before all of this happened. We'll walk you through the chain of events that, frankly, is unbelievable.
All right, Nick, first at 4, we're tracking some of the big stories making news across America today. In Georgia, Democrats come close to stealing a reliably Republican seat in Congress. 30-year-old Democrat Jon Ossoff finished first in a field of 18 candidates, but faces a runoff against Republican Karen Handel. The 6th district seat opened when Tom Price became health secretary. Many Democrats consider the race a chance to strike back at President Trump. The president himself was involved in the race with tweets and robocalls. The runoff will be held in June. Take a look at this video. It looks at first like an ordinary classroom, but if you take a close look, you might be able to see there is a rat actually climbing on the students' desks. Here's a closer look. Though it's not video for anyone with a fear of rats, a substitute teacher at a school in Sacramento, California, posted the video on Facebook because she says the school isn't doing enough to get rid of the rats.
I left the room for a moment and came back in, and the rat was there again. And it actually ran towards me.
We cannot put rat poison all over campus because that poses a threat to our students. We also cannot have dead rats dying on the campus.
The school says it sanitized the classroom, set up traps, and is working with exterminators. Well, this week is Michigan Severe Weather Awareness Week. You may have heard those sirens today at 1 o'clock this afternoon during a statewide drill. It is a good time to make sure that your family is ready for severe weather, and that includes your pets. So if your pet gets upset during a storm, here are some things that you can do offered by the experts. Create a safe haven in an interior room of your home. Put your pet's bed or crate in that room so it can feel secure. Try to avoid leaving your pet home alone during a storm, but don't show them too much affection, as that would reinforce negative behavior. You can also play soothing music or grab their favorite toy and play with them during the storm. And you can review that advice and find more stories like this in our All for Pets section online. The site reflects our commitment to stories about pet rescues, health, and new trends. We're also creating an online community where you can find all the information in one place. Check out the All for Pets section at clickondetroit.com.
You know, the other thing to mention there too, Karen, is that when we have a severe storm possibility, just make sure you know where your pet is, and so you don't spend time trying to corral them and the kids to get to where it's safe.
Especially because you know the bad weather's coming. Don't wait to the last second till that siren starts going.
You got it.
All right.
And even though we're not expecting widespread severe weather today, it's still possible that some of these storms could get gusty. What we're looking at for the impacts on these storms tonight is primarily from the impacts of some heavy rain. Right now we're seeing some of this rain go over the same areas, especially in southern Livingston County, and we'll look at that in a minute. So we'll be looking at potential for ponding, and especially some of those rivers and creeks that are still running high from recent rains could cause some minor problems there. Wind and hail is a low impact, but still could be seeing some gusty winds and small hail with some of these storms. There is not a lot of lightning out there right now. We just got a strike picked up there in the southwest corner of Washtenaw County, but this is that area of rainfall that we were looking at right here almost along 8 Mile. We will see this area sort of expand a little bit further north, maybe up towards M59. As we get through the late afternoon and early evening. But again, it's mainly the rainfall that we're worried about tonight. Tomorrow, that's going to be a different story. It's warm out there. Temperatures are in the 70s. In fact, Metro is at 77. Monroe right now at 78. And you look at the dew points, which is the humidity, one of the measurements that we use for that. Those are running around 60, which means it's noticeable out there, especially this time of year. And that just adds instability for the potential of these thunderstorms. Everything's running along this front. And as that front goes goes further south, that should take our storm threat with it pretty early tonight. In fact, by 10 o'clock, we'll be completely dry except for maybe just a rogue storm down here towards the state line. And then dry for much of the overnight till we get closer to daybreak tomorrow. We'll get another round of showers and storms in here, but the big threat that we're watching is going to be tomorrow afternoon as we get towards this time on Thursday. We're under a slight risk for severe weather then, which is higher than what we have today. And this is mainly going to be for east siders and some of our north zone, which is not impacted by those thunderstorms that are out there right now. So tonight, 52 is what we're looking at for a low temperature. Those thunderstorms early in the evening. By the time we talk to you at 11 o'clock, these should be gone. Low temperatures across the area will be varied. And as we look at our metro zone and our 4-zone forecast, 52 in the city. The south zone temperatures will be slightly milder down there towards Blissfield and Morenci, but we will see some 40s here in Luna Pier and Monroe. Generally upper 40s in our west zone for low temperatures tonight, 47 in Flint, 48 in Howell. And some of those areas will really be watching for that rainfall potential during the evening. Anywhere between 46 and 48, maybe slightly cooler here in Lexington in our north zone. High temperatures tomorrow, very similar to what we saw today, maybe a little bit cooler as those storms will get a little bit of an early head start on us. But in the 7-day forecast, it does get cooler over the weekend, 50s for highs, and we stay dry, but bring the sunshine back, especially by Sunday. Karen?
All right, thank you, Ben. In today's trending stories, we do have some surprising baby news and the most beautiful woman in the world. Up first, a burning truck racing down the road, the story of a brave couple who made a dangerous decision to protect others. We are back with this dramatic video of a burning truck racing down the road. It all started when the truck caught fire near a gas station in China. The driver and his wife tried to put out those flames, but that didn't work. They didn't want the flames to cause an explosion or hurt anyone else, so they jumped back in and then drove until they were far enough away from other people. Luckily, they got out, and their actions may have prevented an even bigger disaster. Today's trending story is another fast food restaurant making it a little easier for you to order. Subway has launched a chatbot for Facebook Messenger. That means you can actually order your favorite sandwich through the mobile app at 26,000 locations, and you can pay with any device that supports Messenger. Subway follows Taco Bell and Domino's, which were among the first to go high tech. Trending also today is the #1 American tennis player going to have a baby. This photo was posted by Serena Williams, and it would seem to say yes. She put it on Snapchat and wrote 20 weeks, but she took it down. So far there's no official confirmation. Serena hasn't played a match since she won her 23rd Grand Slam in Australia in January. Williams is engaged to Alexis Ohanian, the co-founder of Reddit. And People magazine named Julia Roberts the most beautiful woman in the world. She's now had that honor a record 5 times. The first time she was 26 years old. When she was just 23 years old, Roberts is now way ahead of her friend George Clooney, who has been People's Sexiest Man Alive twice. Roberts jokes that she'll have to mention that in her Christmas card to the Clooneys this year. Still ahead, how this one gold coin saved the future of an entire church that was in big trouble. Coming up next.
Donated organs are usually transported in an ordinary cooler like this, but that's changing. A local woman's new liver had a much different journey.
I was the first person to have this done, and I jumped on and I said yes.
I'm Dr. Frank McGeorge. Tonight at 11, the breakthrough that could make more life-saving organs available and how this Waterford great-grandmother ended up being one of the first in the world to experience it.
Finally, first at 4, many of you have thrown a few coins in the collection plate at church time to time, but one woman's donation is making national news.
Yeah, check out this gold coin that she offered her church. This is in Valparaiso, Indiana. The church was in trouble. It needed to raise $300,000 in 72 hours, or it would lose a loan it needed for a bigger, better building. The parishioner wanted to help, but she also wants to remain anonymous.
I got to thinking about my husband's coin collection. I'm like, you know something? There might be a coin that might get the church out of the hole.
Well, that one coin did get the church out of the hole. Experts say it is one of just 10 surviving 1866 Liberty Double Eagle coins. It's worth an estimated $300,000. The church got the loan and construction is moving forward.
Do you think she wishes it was worth a little bit less?
Like I could have given the other coin.
Yeah, just maybe $30,000.
Oh, it was so sweet of her, though.
It's very nice. Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us for First at 4. We are back in a half hour with Local 4 News at 5. Inside Edition is next.